Let's begin with the political situation, this time in Edo State, where the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has set aside the impeachment of Philip Shaibu as deputy governor, stating that it was in violation of the law, it was unconstitutional, null and void. The impeachment, it said, was in violation of Section 188 and 35 of the Constitution. The court ordered that Philip Shaibu's salaries and emoluments be paid to him from the 8th of April, when he was illegally impeached, till the expiration of his tenure. The court restrained Governor Godwin Obaseki and the State House of Assembly from stopping him from performing his duties as deputy governor. And another development, Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court Abuja has dismissed a suit by the deputy governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, and others seeking to void Asuego-Dalo's nomination as a candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the forthcoming governorship election in Edo State. In a judgment, Justice Omotosho held that the suit, which challenged Mr. Ighodalo's qualification on the grounds that he allegedly forged his voter's card, was statute barred. Justice Omotosho held that the suit, being a pre-election case, was filed outside the 14 days allowed under Section 285, subsection G of the Constitution. The judge also held that even though forgery or non-possession of voter's card was a disqualifying factor under Section 182 of the Constitution, the plaintiff failed to prove that Mr. Ighodalo forged his voter's card as alleged by the plaintiffs. The judge then dismissed the case for lacking in merit. For more on this development, let's speak to a lawyer, Adeshola Fagbemi. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 1. Let's begin with the first leg of, judgment from the court, and that's about reinstating Philip Shaibu as deputy governor of Edo State. What is the legal implication of this judgment?
Good afternoon.
Yes, Mr. Fagbemi, if you can hear me, I'm asking for, an interpretation in layman's language. Help us understand what this judgment reinstating Philip Shaibu means.
I want to describe it as victory for democracy in all regard, because there are constitutional requirements before a deputy governor of a state can be removed on ground of gross misconduct. And if that cannot be proved, or if the due diligence that the House of Assembly could have done were not done, and in the process, the matter had gone for judicial interpretation, and the court deemed it fit that they do not have the requisite allegation or document put before the court to prove the allegation of gross misconduct, and that could not hold waters. So, in my opinion, it's victory for democracy and due process of law. Because basically, if we are to talk about due process of law, we'll be talking about what the court will say on any subject matter before it at any given time.
As it stands, the court has restrained Governor Obaseki and the State Assembly from stopping him from performing his duties as deputy governor. What now becomes the fate of Omobile Godwin, who replaced Philip Shaibu earlier as deputy governor?
Automatically, the due process of law taking place, if there's judicial pronouncement, the court rule that the former deputy governor should be reinstated, automatically it will fizzle out. They have to obey the court order or the decision as it is.
But this is not the final point at seeking redress, is it?
It is not. It is not. But ordinarily, in a Senate claim, one needs not to bother itself going on appeal. But if you want to, if you deem feel that there are still allegation of gross misconduct with respect to the House of Assembly that were unproved, allegations, allegation could be from any angle. It could be based on maybe financial misappropriation or misconduct. When you talk about allegation of gross misconduct, it has a wider connotation. But if it cannot be proved on the surface of a document, if it cannot be proved in any way, then it will fall down flat. But stay of execution can also do wonders at some point, if whichever person that wants to go on appeal, to appeal any ruling. But if that is not on board, then the deputy governor will have to continue his duties.
All right, then, lawyer Adeshola Fagumi, thank you so much for talking to us on the News at 1.